about to get into BluePrint Live. Be sure to follow our amazing sponsors, Fiya Infusion, Tax Strategy, Ask BlueJae, Lavish Looks by MzMetchi, and Black Dollar Days. And be sure to tune into our other programming throughout the week. All right, y'all, let's get it.
What it do? Your favorite cousin, Young Jock, checking in. And right now, you're tuned into the BluePrint Live with my favorite, MzMetchi, all right? Hey, man, you know what it is. Keep doing what you're doing and keep it right here. Chill.
What's good, y'all? It's your boy Gary P, the DJ of Bootcamp Radio. You're tuned in right now to BluePrint Live with MzMetchi. Let's go.
But you see, baby, every day. We just gonna jam. I got a real special guest tonight. I got my sis, Miss Renita, joining me from Be Your Own Kind. It's lit tonight. Your way. You're all right. This is called Somebody Wants Your Love. This is my jam, y'all. For real. What I do. Let's go jam out. If you on this live, share this live up and drop those business. Take a breath and notice me like you. Somebody wants your love. Somebody wants your love. Hey. Somebody wants your love. Somebody wants your love. Somebody wants your love. Just like you drink your wine, you know, you kick your feet up, you might step in the house by yourself. Like, do the steps, the dancing, okay? Somebody wants your love. Y'all, this group, they did their thing. This is Ruby Rose Gold. Y'all make sure y'all go and check this out. Welcome back to another week of the BluePrint Live. It's your girl, MzMetchi. I hope you're having a great day. So look, I'm going to give you a heads up, okay? I'm going to be gone. So this is pre-recorded, but I couldn't go a week. I'm like, I can't skip a week. We got stuff we got to talk about. So right now what I want to do is bring in my special guest. She is Renita Betts from Be Your Own Kind. She's a partner for MzMetchi, the BluePrint Media Company, everything. So I'm going to go ahead and bring her on now. I think she's ready. Hey, girl.
Hey, how are you?
I am good. How are you today?
I'm good. Look at you. I love your hair.
Thank you, girl. I was like, I'm like, let's do a little something. So look, for those that don't know you, Renita, let them know a little bit about yourself and Be Your Own Kind.
So my name is Renita, and I am the creator of the Be Your Own Kind platform. It's basically, it's never an inopportune time to be yourself. Follow your own blueprint and don't worry about the other. It's not a competition anyway. So It's best to just stay in your lane and stay true to who you are.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I love what that stands for. If you're just joining the broadcast tonight, make sure that you drop those businesses. Okay. Just because I'm out don't mean that I don't connect with people when I come back. Renita,
That's true.
They better drop those businesses, okay? If you'd like to advertise with me, make sure that you visit the bpmediaco.com, okay? I've got that information for you, and just any way that I'm able to help. Remember, this is about you. It's not about me. It's about you. Before we jump into tonight's show, gotta thank my amazing sponsors. So shout out to Tax Strategy, CHBM Services, Fiya Infusion, Ask BlueJae, Black Dollar Days, and Closing the Gap Staffing. Closing the Gap Staffing, they're still looking for truckers, okay? Renita, do you know it's a shortage of truckers out here?
Yes, I did, due to the pandemic.
Yeah, it
was because when they had closed the DMV, a lot of people who were going, for their licensing weren't able to. And so now it's like a backup on truck drivers.
They're still looking for that. And if you are interested in remote work, they do have remote positions available as well. So you got to make sure that you're following them on Facebook at Closing the Gap Staffing, and that you visit closingthegapedu.com to apply for those two opportunities. It's right on the site. You can't miss it. Okay. I just had to let them know, Renita. had to let her know. So since I have my friend Renita joining me tonight, we're shooting the breeze. That's the title of your segment, correct?
Yes.
Okay, good. I just want to make sure, like, look, I tune in, but I just be ready to jump into the topic. So in honor of her being here tonight, instead of us having like one overall general topic, we're going to shoot the breeze. So whatever's going on, we going to talk about what we got going on and what we've seen. But then I want you all to drop that in the comments and just give me some feedback of what the heck is going on this week. Okay. Is that okay, Renita? Is that all right?
Yeah, I'm down. I like to talk.
Absolutely. So, hate it and love it.
Okay.
Renita, you're my guest tonight. So what are you hating this week?
I'm still a little soft on the Sha'Carri situation with the Tokyo Olympics.
Yeah.
At first I read, that she was suspended for 30 days, but she could still participate. And then I read like a couple of days later that she can't participate at all.
Yeah.
And then I see memes like from other Black Olympians like, hey, I know she's not running, but you can't boycott the Olympics because we still need you guys to support. And then on the other half, it's like, well, if she didn't look like she looked, then y'all wouldn't even be down for her and this and that. And I don't know, the whole situation is aggravating to me.
Yeah, you know what? I was holding out on hope that she would be able to still participate, if not, I guess, the first set of games that they're doing. I thought that she was going to be able to, but then they didn't pick her for the team. So it's like, I didn't know if they didn't pick her from the team or if she was kind of ruled out. I still didn't really understand the context of that.
It's like a gray area. That's what's upsetting everyone. Like, okay, she served her 30 days. Why can't she still participate? So, some people are thinking, especially P. Diddy, he think it's a race thing. She's the example. It always has to be that example person. So she's the example.
I saw a lot of the times with the arguments that they were bringing in Michael Phelps, but correct me if I'm wrong, didn't he have certain consequences that he had to, when his little thing happened with his dope situation, didn't he have to say that?
Right. I don't know if I think they found out at the end of his career though. So it's not like he was excluded from the games, and don't quote me on that, but I think he was stripped of some medallions and whatever he won due to his abuse.
Oh my gosh. I mean, it's really, really difficult because, we were all rooting for her. I think everybody saw a little bit of themselves in her situation and just how she pushed through all of that.
Right.
Like, when I found out that her mom passed, like just right before she ran, I'm like, girl, you ran for your life.
Right. And the least she did was do a couple of puffs, to try to ease the pain. And I get it. On the other side, rules are rules. I get it.
Yeah.
She broke the rules. That's the basic, point of this is she broke the rules, but media is just not feeling it. They're like, so what?
Yeah, they're not, I don't know. I just hope that when it's her time, when it comes back around, that she's able to participate, because I think that she has a lot to give and a lot to represent, I guess, for the U.S., if that means anything.
Well, her accountability is what I love about her. She didn't try to, she didn't do a Kevin Hart. She wasn't trying to like dance around it and act like it didn't happen. It happened. She went to the ESPY Awards this week, and everybody was shocked she came. What do you guys want her to do? Sit and cry? There's nothing she could do about it but move on.
She's still an Olympian,
Right. It doesn't knock her past achievements, and it won't knock her future achievements. So
absolutely.
I love her for that,
Yeah, that accountability piece. Ooh, we were just talking about that like a week or so ago on the show.
Right.
It's amazing. My hated it. It's petty. So when people are having like extremely loud phone conversations while they're out. Okay, Renita. So I'm getting prepared to leave, right?
Right.
And look at my nail color. Oh, I got a little.
I love them.
Oh, it's so cute. And I had them reshape them because I'm like, these are like my natural nails. And I'm like, yeah, girl, you did that. Needless to say, while I was there, a young lady came and sat next to me. So I was getting my nails done, and I guess the nail tech wasn't finishing quick enough. So she's all huffing and puffing and talking shit on the phone. And I'm just like, she almost done. And you're not even seeing my nail tech. You seeing a lady down there. And I'm looking at her putting the finishing coat on this girl's nails. I'm like, whatever. But she's talking loud as hell. And then has the person that she's talking on the phone with on speaker. So I was like, okay. So it went on for a couple minutes. I think everybody thought it was going to be a short phone call. But then the owner was just like, okay, you take off. You know, she's telling her to take it off speakerphone. So I thought that it had ended because she finally went down to her chair. I was just like, whew, great. Everybody can shut up. This is me getting my nails. Then another lady comes in, and child, her man was on the phone going in on her like, bitch, send me your location. She's like, I'm not sending you my location. I'm not finna send you shit, is what she said. I quote, excuse the language for my people with sensitive ears. However, I'm just like this. Why are we hearing this conversation? You were already sitting in the waiting area. It's as simple as going out, because I would be lying if I said I didn't have to have a few sharp conversations while being out and being in the midst of stuff. But I'm like, we don't want to hear that.
True.
I come to the spot. I come to get my nails and toes done to relax. You making me feel like I'm at work. That's my hated it this week. Keep private conversations private. We should not know. Girl, then the man showed up, baby.
What? He found a location?
She was like, I'm going to turn on the location. I'm going to turn it on. I'm going to turn it on. Girl, then they got off the phone, ended up getting back on the phone, and he just like this, you think it's a game. You think it's a game. So me and the lady that's sitting on the right-hand side of me, we looking at each other like, okay, what the hell is about to happen?
Right.
He came up there. I mean, I guess, he gave us some money. He paid for it, but they looked like they was kind of dragging each other out of the nail shop.
I'm more concerned about that situation, but back to your point.
Yeah, I mean, no, I was too, but I'm just like this. I'm like, some conversations, like, you got to go and have that in private.
Right, but I blame the owners because, hey, can you guys step outside?
Because I would have said
for them to allow that to happen in their establishment, I blame them, because I feel like if you're in my establishment and some, these occurrences happen, it's like, okay, you're having a bad day, but can you take that outside? If you want to have a conversation on speakerphone, you're welcome to have that outside the door, and we'll text you when we're ready for you.
Take that shit outside. That's all I'm saying. That's my hated it. The end. ... Nope, not needed. Period. That's I don't know. It's just and some people will say like I hate when they say it's ghetto, because it's something that everybody does, and we all know that ghetto is always in translation to black. So no, other people do it too. If you are sitting up there screaming at one of your employees, I don't want to hear that shit. I don't want to hear it. Keep your private conversations private.
But I feel like because they're in public, they feel like it's now public. If you're like, here's the thing, when you're on the bus and someone's having a conversation or they're playing their music, like on public transportation, I used to have this trouble on the metro all the time, and people were talking and people be so irritated. So my point was, this is public transportation. So if you want, I mean, okay, my whole thing is that it's got to be the setting. If I'm at Great America, I can't tell somebody like, oh, could you please quiet down? We're at an entire amusement park. But when you go to the spa or whatever the case is, I talk on the phone with my little, you know when I'm around somebody, because me and you talk on the phone and you like, why the fuck you whisper? I'm just like, girl, because I'm out. I'm not at home. And then when I get home, I'm like, yeah, let's be as loud as we can be. I just believe it's a time and a place. True. And you're courteous. You're a courteous person too. And the metro has like this quiet train. And I was on the phone on the quiet train and didn't know it was a quiet train. And I'm getting all these looks on the quiet train. That's when I learned public transportation etiquette, because I felt like they weren't going to allow me on the quiet train the next morning because I was really on the phone and I'm loud. Like my voice projects, so even when I'm trying to talk low, it just doesn't work for me. So some people are just loud.
Well, yeah, and I'm surprised that they let you sit there the whole time, baby. Because when I tell
you,
people will, I have seen it. I've been on the quiet train and people just like this is the quiet car. I'm like, ooh, I was like, y'all better move. Y'all better go to the next car.
Don't get me wrong. I got looks the whole time. And I'm like, what's your problem?
Right. Y'all attitude stank.
Like it's early in the morning. Smile.
And they looking at you like, I got on here to get a couple minutes apiece. They looking for the conductor like, are y'all gonna shut her ass up?
Right.
Shut her up.
So to your point, no, like check your audience, check your surroundings. It was inappropriate for me to be loud on a quiet train because like you said, people got kids, loud stuff at home, and this is like they 30 minutes of quiet before they go to work.
If it's like me, it's 45 minutes to 75 minutes of a ride on the metro. So I'll be like, either I want to sit on the quiet car or I'm gonna sit on the car where we can talk.
Right.
So that's the hated it. What are you loving this week?
What am I loving this week? You know what? I can't pinpoint it, but I've just been in a great mood. Like personally, just been in a great mood. I've been waking up super happy, super grateful. Right. Just everything is just so dope. Just grateful for family, friends, good company, good energy. So I'm just loving life right now.
Absolutely. Yeah. You know what? I've been counting down vacation.
Yes, you have.
And my love it is like that excitement that happens when it's so close and you just like this, oh shoot, I am almost here. It's like, it's that feeling that you get. It's undescribable. I've been seeing everybody else taking a trip. I was like, I want to go to Cabo San Lucas. I want to do all of these things. And I was afraid. With the pandemic, I'm just like, I don't know what I want to do. And, so, it feels good to like just be at a place where things aren't like 100%, but it's getting better outside. And, we can just get out and kind of enjoy and have that face-to-face interaction back. Like I'm kind of loving that aspect of life right now because, man, I guess we didn't realize just how much we do until we were not able to do it. So
exactly.
Yeah, that's definitely my love it this week.
I'm excited for your vacation. I actually know what the days and the hours with you, right?
Yeah. So of course, Renita and Be Your Own Kind, we're partners with a lot of things. And she knows, if nothing else, that this is not only something that's wanted, but it's needed at this point. I tell people, I'm just like this, you have to give me a chance to recharge. Because when you do a lot, naturally you just kind of go with the flow of things, and then sometimes it's just like this. I'm like, look now, I need a break.
Yeah, we all deserve a break. You got to fill back up,
Yeah, I can't pour from an empty cup, and I can't give you the cup. That's all I got.
Right.
So wait until I refill. I'm like a K cup. Look, I'm like a K cup. You need to wait until the end of the screen when I say I'm fully recharged and thank you for using the Keurig. Okay. All my coffee drinkers know what's up. Okay. So are you ready to jump into the what would you do?
Yeah, let's go.
I'm sure you are, but it's time to take a break. I'll be back. Shop MzMetchi's exclusive sunglasses collection, Lavish Looks by MzMetchi, at MzMetchi.com/shop. You won't be disappointed.
Why you?
Are you or someone you know in need of a job? Go ahead and reach out to ClosingTheGap Staffing. They have positions available for all professionals. Visit ClosingTheGap.com for more information. And be sure to let them know that the BluePrint Media Company sent you. Meet author, speaker, and coach, Ask Catherine, founder of CHBM Services, LLC. Dedicated to reducing poverty among single-parent homes through career development and resources. From books to apparel, events, and an entire listing of virtual workshops, as well as CHBM Services they've definitely got something for everyone.
Visit chbmservices.com for more information. Oh, and don't forget to tune in to Ask Catherine every second and fourth Saturday at 2 p.m. on FluentRadio. Shop the Black Excellence collection by BlueJae today. From mugs to apparel and all of the accessories that you need, the Black Excellence collection has you covered. Make sure that you use promo code MECHI10 for 10% off. Shop now at www.agsbluejay.com/shop. It's Black Excellence, baby. Welcome back. Welcome back. Okay. It's time for tonight's What Would You Do? If you're just joining, please make sure that you drop those businesses in the comments. Okay. That was just a word from our sponsors. All right. So Renita, look, this What Would You Do it's kind of wild, sis. And
Okay.
Are you ready?
Yeah, let's do it.
It's messy as hell.
I like petty.
No. This not that we're not talking about petty. We talking about this is messy.
Oh.
Okay. Hold on, let me take a sip. What you drinking?
Gatorade, girl.
No, she didn't bring her ass to the BluePrint Live drinking some Gatorade.
I had drank all my wine yesterday.
Oh, okay. That's a feasible excuse. All right, let's get into it. Tonight's What Would You Do? Okay, so my BFF has been seeing another guy behind her husband's back for a few months now. We've known him since high school, and I've been keeping this secret for a while now, hopeful that it was just a phase. Apparently, my husband has known as well. I didn't tell him, as he's good friends with my bestie's husband. Okay, now here's my dilemma. We planned a girls' trip to Vegas in mid-July. My bestie plans on meeting up and sharing a room with her side piece. I told her I don't think that's a good idea, but she's doing it anyway. I told my hubby about the trip, and he says, your friend is going to be in for a huge surprise. I was like, what are you talking about? My best friend's husband actually knows all about the trip and is planning on moving everything out the house while she's gone. He hasn't even given a hint that he knows anything that's going on. He's very even-tempered. Should I say something to her? Because this is getting messy. Bitch.
Oh.
Bitch.
Oh my God, that is rough.
That's a rough situation, right? Because it's like now you've managed to involve an entirely different couple into your marital woes. Oh my God.
How did her husband find out? Like, how did the best friend husband find out?
He's besties with her husband.
Right, but how did the best friend husband find out about
that? The husband, they didn't give no details about that girl. He just knows. He knows.
She messy then. She sloppy with it. First of all, don't cheat. But the fact that he found out.
Right. Let's rewind it back to the very first.
Yeah, number one, don't cheat on your husband. However, if you're going to do this, that's really sloppy. And what's even worse is her best friend is like on the dilemma, because here's the thing: if she tells her best friend about the husband's she betrays her husband. Right. So now that dude is mad at the husband. But if she don't, and it comes to find out she knew about it in the long run, her best friend is gonna be mad at her. Whoa, I don't know.
I'll be honest with you. I'm not even finna stunt with you. I'm just a firm believer that you don't insert yourself in the issues of married people. And that whatever married people or people in relationships, you shouldn't be inserting yourself in anyone's relationship. That being said, if they are doing different things, everyone has to realize that your actions do have consequences and repercussions. So it is not her place to say that, because I'm pretty sure that conversation was said during pillow talk.
Right. Sacred pillow talk. And I don't care if you're married or if you're in a long-term relationship or whatever, you are having those in confidence type of conversations with your significant other. So
I think that she would make the situation even more messy if she inserts herself and says anything. Like, her friend has to know that if you are stepping out on your husband, there's a possibility that he could find out. Is it your place to say something?
Okay, so you don't say nothing, right? She comes home. She doesn't have a home. Bestie, can I stay with you? Now she's in your house, maybe, and you kind of knew this was happening. I don't know. I know that you are to stay out of married folks' business. However, it's like, now I'm comforting you when I knew I could have warned you. It's like, what is the responsibility as a friend? Where does that line draw?
I mean, I would try to do everything in my power to make her not go. I would try to exhaust every method to make her not go during that time that she's supposed to go, before the first thing being just say, hey, this is what it is. I would just be like this. I am getting a horrible feeling about this.
Let's cancel the trip. Right.
Well, I mean, I don't know. I mean, it is rough because it's like, okay, she's saying that this is her best friend. So, I mean, I would say, if this is not somebody that I'm not close to like that, I'm definitely not saying anything. Like, I'm just not. If we're not on a certain type of level, there's no need for me to say things to you or talk to you in a way that I haven't talked to you before, where I'm letting you know some shit about your business. That's just my opinion. But since we're speaking about the best friend, I would just.
I'm not speechless often, but my mind is actually like going back and forth with it. As
because it's like, this is the thing. I don't know if I would divulge all of the details, Renita. I wouldn't. I don't know if I would divulge all the details, but what I would probably do is just be like, look, our husbands are best friends, and my husband's been saying some things that's a little bit cryptic. That's kind of coming from your husband, and it's not my place. I really don't feel like that what's going on is going to be a good idea, and I feel like something's brewing, but I don't know what. And that's probably how I would approach the situation.
Because you're a direct person. I am not. You know what? I'm not feeling well. Let's just cancel the trip. I don't think I'm going to be able to go. Let's get a refund, or let's rebook another time.
Yeah.
And I feel like that would, I know that's kind of, cowardly, but it's just kind of like, okay, I'm not divulging anything. I'm just putting it on me. Like, let's not do the trip at all, and
Good. I'm good.
I'm just not going to go. But who's to say that's going to stop her from going? Because, I mean, she couldn't even stop her from stepping out on her husband. So it seems like this person has made up their mind. So that goes back to what you said. There are consequences for your actions.
Yeah, it just for me, that's so messy. It's so messy, and it's room. They seem like that they're all pretty cool with each other, and it's just so much room for other people that are not at fault to feel betrayed, i.e., her husband and her best friend's husband. So for me, I wouldn't want to insert myself in no messy stuff like that. Like. And anyone that knows me knows, like, look, I will help you with arrangements, but ain't nobody gonna come and stay with me and my spouse. We barely stay with each other sometimes. I'm just joking. I'm just saying.
But that's hypothetical. My thing was hypothetical, considering.
But that's a possibility, though.
Yeah, that is a possibility. She's going to want to stay with me. I mean, are there kids involved? Things like that. And she's saying he's even-tempered, but that's not an even-tempered thing. An even-tempered thing is talking to you, hey, I know what you're doing. That's pretty much you trying to get this out of spite. That's a spiteful move on her husband's part, too.
But you know what? Even temper can also be like, it's like when you're done, it's like, what is the reason to have a reaction or to try to have any type of follow-up when you know what it is?
But to have someone homeless and they come home, well, not homeless, but come home and they don't have their stuff, and you just move out without any type of conversation, I feel like that's cowardly as well.
Yeah, I mean,
I think he's just trying to get back at her.
Because it's like, you notice that the ones that are usually super emotional, they're throwing the shit out on the line, pouring bleach on the clothes and doing things like that. I feel like that those are the people that may not be as even tempered, but somebody that they didn't pack your stuff up and they at least treating you with some type of dignity of, you gonna have to get the hell up out of here. She knew what it was, Renita, when she stepped out. And this is the thing, we're so used to seeing women being the one throwing the men out. It's some trash bag ass females out here too. So
That's true. I'm not saying she wouldn't have deserved what he's giving her. I'm just saying.
I'm like,
I feel like some dialogue need to be had. I don't need to come back, out of town and the locks changed.
child, because I come in like, baby, we having a garage sale with your shit, but here it is. Oh yeah, give $10. That's fine. You can sell me. Not a problem.
Right. But I guess it wasn't really a marriage at all if she was with somebody else this whole time anyway.
Well, yeah, I mean, and then it's only been for a few months. I'm like, you literally, your whole relationship, about your whole life is about to fall apart. And my whole thing is that if you're gonna be stepping out on somebody, you better make sure that if you gambling your main one, you better make sure your other one got some good follow-up, baby, because she about to be out on the streets. I don't think she's not gonna go on the trip. I don't think nothing is gonna deter her unless she knows the full truth. So I don't think this friend gonna be able to tell her the half truth.
Yeah, that's true. Man, I wish her the best, and hopefully she got a backup or a secret bank account or something. She's gonna need it.
Hopefully it ain't no kids involved.
That's what I'm wondering about. I don't think there's kids for him to just move mom out. I feel like a conversation would have to be had. Yeah, it can't be kids involved. You can't just move mom out because the kids would go with her, right?
Girl, if you watch Love and Marriage Huntsville, yeah, they'll move you right on out.
Wow. Man, that's a good one. That was a good one. That was a good one.
Man,
I was pumped. Yeah.
I'm like, when I read it, I was just like this. Yikes. Yeah. I mean, I'll be honest with you. So with all of my friends, there's, naturally you have different relationships with your friends, and there are honestly some people that is just like, it's some things that I wouldn't want to, like, if I personally knew it, I'm not going to be the one like, oh yeah, let me tell you this. I'm not beating down your door to tell you that, because it's just like, when you know your people, you just kind of know like who's going to be able to process what, who might turn it around, or it might be a combative conversation between you and your friend. So you just have, you know your place with the people that you know. So, if anything, if the girl says something, it's just like, look, you cannot let nobody know that I shared this with you. But I couldn't let you just go out of town knowing that when you come back, your whole life was going to be altered.
What about the best friend going to the husband?
And doing what?
Saying, dude, you got to go about this. I don't know. Like saying, dude, do you think you should just do this without talking to her? Because at this point, this is a known thing. Everybody knows about the affair at this point. It's no secret.
Yeah, it's not a secret.
So it's not like she's divulging something he don't already know.
I'm trying to read it to see if she gave any indication. She just she gonna meet up and shit. I don't know if she should talk to him, Renita, because I'm looking. She said he hasn't even given a hint that he knows anything that's going on. So he's still carrying on like normal.
That's dangerous.
And then does with that situation, then if she says something to him, does it become a situation between him and his best friend? Right? Because it's like that, it's not like she found the information out from another friend. Like, this is from her spouse who happens to be his best friend.
Speak through the husband. Hey, babe, you think you want to just run this by him before he makes this decision? And ask him, is he sure this is how he want to handle it? She can still speak to the husband without speaking to the husband. Through her husband. But most men like, I'm out of that. Most men will be like, I'm out of that. So that's that.
Well, I guess I'm most men then, because I'm out of that. I don't know. It's like, it's no way I could be kicking it with her knowing shorty finna be homeless. Like, baby, you finna be in your car after this.
Right. That's my thing. The guilt with that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like any action she would take to try to avoid this would kind of be almost semi-selfish, because she just don't want it to come, she just don't want it to be found out later on down the line that she knew. Right.
But then it's just like this. I mean, Renita, this one is just this.
This was a good one.
It's making me angry. It's making me angry because it's just like this. When you doing low down dirty stuff, don't drag people into your BS.
True.
You know, we always got to pull a lesson out of all our what would you do's and hated it's and love it's and all that other stuff. Like, we don't drag other people into your stuff. There are some people that be out here and they be creeping and doing whatever, and you wouldn't know nothing that they was doing. Move with discretion.
Yeah.
Because this is going to hurt a lot of people. It's that relationship breaking down because everyone seems to be interconnected on this particular what would you do. There's going to be a breakdown within all of those relationships and all of those dynamics. Because I'm pretty sure, I don't know if the girl, the friend, should go and talk to the husband that knows he's being cheated on, because I would be looking at her like, well, bitch, you knew.
But she tried to stop it. She tried to stop it though. She said she tried to tell her, don't do it.
She did. But then this is the thing. I would also say, okay, it's not like his best friend is not her spouse. There was different ways that could have been revealed to him, probably well before he found out, so that he wouldn't have the egg on his face. So I don't know, like, you know, I think that like some warnings do need to be put out, but it's just who should they come from?
I don't even know. I think I'd get one of them burner phones and send a text.
Y'all remember the honesty box on Facebook? People would drop. They would drop anonymous stuff, like messages. You don't remember that, Renita?
I did not participate in that because I don't have the personality for things like that.
Since I didn't participate in it either, but that didn't stop people from dropping things in my box. So,
no one. I don't know if anyone dropped anything in my box because I didn't even download whatever that was.
It was a few people like, oh, I got crushes on you. Then it was one like, you're a fat cow. I'm just like, oh, great, thanks. And that was
but yeah, I just shut the whole Facebook down. I don't have the personality for things like that because my whole thing is how you feel about me. Just let me know.
Stand on it.
Right.
Yeah, there's gotta be some type of way. I mean,
first of all, I'm not going on that trip. That's already decided. If I'm torn on everything but that, I'm not going. And first of all, if I knew the what do you call the mister? There ain't even a name for that.
The husband or
the other guy or whatever. If I knew, if the side piece was gonna be meeting her wherever we going, I would automatically check out of that. And she can even use that. Look, I don't want to be a part of that because there is a scripture saying don't partake in another man's sin. If it's around something that's not right, don't smell right, don't look right, I'm staying home. Because who knows, that friend may bring a friend and then put me in a situation that I wasn't planning on being in. You don't never know with stuff like that. So off the bat, whether I say something or not, I'm not going. I'm not gonna have no parts of that.
I mean, that's my whole thing is I'm sitting out. I'm gonna just take the credits for the trip or take the L because there's bigger L's that awaits if that girl boards that flight and goes on that trip. Because you know, this the thing. He might be calm now, but he might be stewing knowing her ass is out there in Vegas.
Right. Because if she still goes to Vegas and lies, and I mean, how can she lie if that's the thing, man. This is too tight knit. It's too many people that know each other.
Because see, it's easy. That it's just like this. It's just easier when there's not other people involved. If you're going to do dirty stuff, then you do the things that you do. But this is the thing. If the husband, you know your significant other. So you know when something is off, when their energy is different, when it's, you might peep in on stuff. It don't necessarily mean that they cheating and doing what she's doing. But you know and recognize that there's a little bit of a shift that's happening. And, so he might have discovered it on his own. Like what's done in darkness will come to light. It's sickening. I'm like,
it is.
I need a follow-up on that.
Man, I hope you do get a follow-up on that. Whatever you found that, keep going on there and see what.
Now, okay, I'm gonna be right there like, hi, excuse me, I'm just here for the follow-up.
So what happened?
What was going on with you guys? Why so crazy? Okay. All right.
That was a good one, Michi. That was a good one.
Thank you, sis. Okay. Moving forward. We got what's happening. What's up?
I'm all off beat.
What's happening? I'm gonna throw it up for you.
Oh. I was one of the kids that didn't go to high school parties.
Good night. Bye.
Right, I'm like,
Right. Right. And they just like this. Is she doing the Cabbage Patch? Is that the Cabbage Patch? Okay, so I have a few little stories that's been going on. Okay, how many Lifetime Marrying Millions fans do I have in the house? Me. Okay, not a problem. So let me give you a little backstory. Bill Hutchinson, he is 63 years old, and on Marrying Millions, which is on Lifetime, they had a show, Marrying Millions, where they showed millionaires marrying their spouses who were not millionaires. Bill Hutchinson, he ended up marrying Bree. Bree was, oh my gosh, Bree was not even old enough to drink. I think she was like maybe 19 or 20. Kind of struggled, had different things in her lifetime, and he came like the knight in shining armor and swooped her on up. Okay. Pew, pew. And he was recently just charged with sexually assaulting and battering two 16-year-old teens. He's been charged with 1 felony count of rape of an unconscious person and 5 misdemeanor counts of sexual battery for incidents involving the two 16-year-olds.
whoa.
Wow. Yeah. That was my reaction too. I watched both season 1 and 2 of Marrying Millions. And although I felt like the dynamic between him and his wife, it was his girlfriend up until the season finale of the second season. Sorry, y'all, spoilers. My bad. He married this girl and she was, really, really young. She looked young, Renita. Like I honestly wish I had the picture. Hold on. Let me see if I can pull the picture up. Because if I can, that's going to be dope. Because I want y'all to see this.
I want to see this.
Bill Hutchinson.
Oh, my.
Okay, let me see if I could pull this up. Okay. Y'all know I be trying to, work my little StreamYard. Okay. Okay, hold up. Child, is this
my thing, what's up with the assault? You're a millionaire. It's women that would throw themselves at you. It's
right.
I don't get that for anybody with any money,
I don't know how to do this shit. It's not coming up.
So you will go to share and then it will share your screen.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
You're welcome, love.
I appreciate it. I want to share this one. Okay, I think I have it up. So this is Bill.
Oh my
baby. Does he not look older?
Yeah. I don't know why you had to refer to
it. That's his girl.
This his wife?
That's his wife. Doesn't she look young as hell?
She does. She's gorgeous though.
She's very pretty. Very, very pretty. But yeah, that's him and Bree.
And he has a woman at home that will willingly sleep with him. And he's out assaulting others.
And she loves him. She loves him so much.
And she loves him. That's another plus.
So yeah.
Who loves a millionaire?
I love a millionaire. I just thought that it was, just unfortunate to hear that. And then they was 16. And it was the first charge for me, rape of an unconscious person.
Oh, Lord. It's a power thing for me. I think because you find a lot of rich people just throwing their power around. Like, what do you mean you don't want me? Because I'm a millionaire. Everybody not fazed by your money,
A lot of people don't care.
Right.
They don't. A lot of people don't care, and it's just I don't know. I was alarmed seeing that because, like I said, even though he was, he was visibly older than his wife. He didn't give me creep vibes, if that makes any sense. Even though I'm like, you kind of look at the situation. Because there were a couple people on there that were kind of cringeworthy. I was like, because it was another couple, and I'm just like this. He is a creep. But Bill didn't really give me those vibes. So when I saw it, I was like, what? Okay. That's what's happening. What's up in these streets, y'all?
Did she sign a prenup?
She did. No. You know what? His family wanted him to get a prenup with her. But he ended up not doing it.
She can get out if she wants.
With Doladas.
Right. She can run. I mean, it's not like he's going to serve time. The bad thing about this is he's not going to reap any repercussions for his actions.
It's going to end up being financial. He'll end up paying.
He's going to settle. That's it. That's so sad to me. People just walk off.
Yeah. They don't try to fight it. They like this. Well, I mean, I guess I could take this for the inconvenience.
Yeah, that's normally what happened. I never saw myself taking a settlement. But you know what? At first, I used to be like, why they take the settlement? But do you know how they're going to like tear the women apart and make them seem like it was their fault and just take them through more emotional trauma? It's almost like I'm going to take this money so I can move on with my life. So I won't get ripped apart in court. So I understand the settlement. I understand it.
I mean, and they're 16 years old. I would settle too. I wouldn't put two 16-year-olds through that, especially the one that was raped while she was unconscious.
Poor baby.
Just
so they can publicly humiliate her just so he don't have to get a charge. No, it's not worth it.
Yeah, it's definitely not. But moving on to like some other like uplifting news, that one really surprised me, and I really wanted to share it because we talked about marrying millions on the show before. So, but did you know, Renita, that Martin Lawrence's daughter and Eddie Murphy's son are dating?
Yes, I saw it on the Shade Room today. How cute! I hope they get married. That's gonna be a funny father.
I can't wait. I can't wait till they have babies and they get married and they do all these things. I'm gonna be sitting up there like this.
Little happy, funny family.
Martin Lawrence's daughter is gorgeous.
Super gorgeous. But do you think that Eddie Murphy's son look anything like him? He looks more like mom.
He looks like his mom.
Yeah.
I mean, Eddie Murphy always kept a bad bitch. You know, he always kept a girl that was bad.
Well, he's pretty handsome himself. That's my crush. I love me some Eddie Murphy now.
I think Eddie Murphy is a handsome man as well.
Yes, he's better with time.
Like his younger days, I actually felt like he kind of grew into his handsomeness as he got older.
Yeah, he's just always been a snack.
Eddie Murphy, Renita over here really likes you. So yeah, I thought that was pretty cool. I was like, that's news you could use.
Yeah, I'm super excited because I love Martin, I love Eddie Murphy, and I'm just imagining like family reunions or holidays. It would just be hilarious. Just kind of like the Wayans. I always wanted to go to a Wayans Thanksgiving.
Ooh, child.
Because it would be hilarious.
Girl, they probably just, I mean, I bet you they got dance routines and everything. Like, they just feel like such a dope family to me. I'm like, I love it.
Yeah.
Well, my last little story before we jump into shooting the breeze. Let's see. Paul Chicago will be waiving adoption fees for dogs that they say are often overlooked. The shelter is hosting an adoption event called Underdog to Wonder Dog to help dogs who need special care with the forever home. Some of the dogs at the event may have medical issues or special requirements, such as needing experienced dog owners or homes without children. To support the new dog owners, Paws is encouraging adopters to go through their Foster First program. So that is online. That's happening all this weekend. And, I mean, this is for my animal lovers. Instead of going to go buy that new puppy or kitten or whatever, let's give these animals a chance that really need our love, because y'all know what happens to the animals that don't get adopted. They put them down, and they might say that they don't, but they end up doing it anyway. Yeah. So
they need the room.
Absolutely. So if you all or someone that you know is looking for a pet and they can give a little bit of extra love to some of these dogs, please, or some of these animals. I keep saying dogs because y'all know that's what Paws is about, but they do have more than just the dogs there. So let's make sure that we can get some help. Get some help to the babies.
I love that. I have a friend that have like a blind dog. He rescued a dog in Colorado. And he's just so amazed by how the dog learns different, like new environments without sight, So that's amazing.
I mean, you know what? This is the thing. They go through a lot of the same things. Speaking of dogs, and I mean cats too. They go through a lot of the things that we go through. Like they get diseases like how we get diseases. and all
Right.
types of illnesses. Like my dog Missy that I had, God bless her heart, she was 16 years old when she passed, but she ended up passing because her lungs filled with fluid. Does that not sound like some shit that a person could go through? So it's just like, but people that don't like animals at all, like I can understand if you're allergic, but people that just genuinely don't care for animals, I'll be looking at them weird. I'm like, I wouldn't leave a person around you.
Right. Yeah. And I'm allergic, but I'll still be around, sniffling, out of breath. They just be so
no,
cute.
I mean, my whole thing is when people have allergies, you put them up and stuff, but people be like, ugh. I'm like, ugh to your ass. Like, oh.
Did you hear about the cat that was rescued? You remember the condos that collapsed in Miami?
Yes.
So a cat survived that crash and reunited with the family.
After they demolished the building?
Found the cat. The cat made it. The thing is, the father and the son is still missing, but the cat was discovered. So unfortunately, they still can't find two of their family members, but they found the cat.
That whole thing is crazy. And did you see that they evacuated that other condo that was down there? I think it was about 5 to 6 miles away from Surfside, Florida.
It wasn't the same builders?
No, it was a different. I don't know who was the builders or anything, but they found that they basically the building was in the same condition as the condominiums in Surfside. Girl, they gave them people 15 minutes to go in there and gather all their belongings. Yes, they did.
I'd rather that than people dying like with the other situation. I mean, I know that's still not enough time, but at least they're more urgent about it instead of sending a warning like the other people did. They should have said, hey, y'all got to move.
Y'all got to get up out of here. Yeah. Oh, my goodness. That whole situation, like even when I saw those videos, I ain't no conspiracy theorist. I've said this before. But that looked like an explosion.
I've not seen it. I have to watch. I'm sensitive to stuff like that, but I have to watch that.
If you watch the actual video and see, this is the thing, in Chicago, we've had different properties in different places that were demolished and they show it like on the news. I don't know if like if you watch it, they're like, oh, we're bringing down this particular factory or whatever. I've seen some in my lifetime to know that when I saw that video, I was like, that looked like they demolished it. You know what I'm saying? But but just that one side. So it was really, really unfortunate to watch. I was just like, yikes. It was too much. Well, look, we're going to take a break. We about to shoot the breeze. Okay. I know I got a couple things. I know Renita got a couple things. So we'll be right back. Tax season is among us. Make sure that you get with the pros at Tax Strategy to help you limit your tax liability and help you get back the maximum refund that you and your family deserve. Visit www.yourtaxstrategy.info for more information on setting up an appointment and getting the ball rolling on your taxes this year. Let them know that the BluePrint Media Company sent you. The Black Dollar Days initiative has officially kicked off. Make sure that you join founder Faye Porter in her mission in uplifting the Black community. You can join by registering your business or just replying that you're in and you're ready to be in on this initiative. Okay? Visit theblackdollardays.com and do what you need to do to be a part of this. Be a part of the change that you want to see. Make sure that you follow them on all social media and let them know that the BluePrint Media Company sent you. Welcome back. So, if you're just joining this broadcast, make sure that you're dropping those businesses, okay? I want to connect with you. Renita wants to connect with you, okay? Renita, let them know for those that are just joining where they can find you and how they can support.
You can find me everywhere. Easiest place to find me is Instagram, BE_. your own kind. And I also have a podcast that streams everywhere. You just have to type in Be Your Own Kind podcast. Also, I have a YouTube channel. You can find me by typing in BYOK platform and I'll pop up on YouTube.
Yes. Well, tonight's topic, well, it's gonna be topics. And we like I'll be telling them, Renita, I'm like, I ain't gonna hold y'all for too long, but we are shooting the breeze, and this segment is brought to you by Be Your Own Kind. So, yay, Renita, since this is your segment, sis, let's shoot the breeze. What's on your mind?
Safari's on my mind.
Oh, girl! Now, how you jump over here on my notes? Okay, how you want to jump over here on my notes? Okay, girl, ain't he trifling?
Eric Mina her baby's in NICU. She's half asleep on the picture trying to breastfeed, and he's out living his best life. But this is the same man that was complaining and making a big deal of not being able to be in the hospital room when the baby was born. Same baby that he made a big deal of that he's not there for right now. Somebody make that make sense.
When they said that he was in Jamaica and all this other stuff, I'm just like, with everything that's going on, because it's like we're still in the midst of the pandemic. It's all types of stuff. Your baby is in the intensive care unit. For those that didn't know what ICU meant, okay, no shade, but that's pretty serious. If adult ICU, baby ICU, okay, that's not. I was disgusted.
Yeah, but this the same baby he made a big deal on social media just a couple of weeks back before she gave birth. She's not gonna let me see my baby. I want to be in the, but this that same kid that's now born, and you're living your best life while she's half asleep and worried about her baby.
Yeah. It's pretty irresponsible of him. And I mean, I have not had children yet, but, women that I do know, they'll tell you that how someone treats you, your significant other during that time, of having a child and even afterwards, it's very telling. And, the way that he is definitely acting in a manner that shows that he does not want to be in a relationship.
And that's fine, but that has nothing to do with your kids. And this is like their second one. Right. You don't want to be a dad either. Because my thing is, why not keep the kid that's not in the hospital? The kid is already born while she's trying to do this. I understand y'all going through, she's leaving you, she's divorced, your ego is all crazy. But when do you be a man and an adult about some things? Like, let me set my emotions aside. Because this is still my child. I did used to care for this person, because you just don't cut off feelings. You know what I'm saying?
She has a son too before her 2 children with him.
Right. And I think she has one outside of him too, right?
She's got one outside of him, and then they have 2 together. Right.
So why not take the one they share while she's trying to deal with the baby in ICU? Why not? I mean, you're still married technically. There's no divorce yet. So,
and I mean, it's like, I don't know, even though they both are 2, people, they kind of, feed off like that additional attention. It's like the way that he's acting towards her, it's like he really don't mess with her at all. Like he couldn't if he is treating her like that. It's just like, did you ever love your wife at any point, or was she just a trophy?
I don't know if it's a level of love, but respect for me. I like when they started the OnlyFans, like in inviting people to the bedroom. I felt like it was a level of respect lost there, and I kind of was nervous about their marriage then, because I'm like, how long will this last till one person is not down with that anymore?
And clearly it was her,
right? So it's a level of respect that he lacks for her.
He's definitely lacking that. I mean, it don't help. They both act like they hate each other.
Yeah, at first I thought
her rightfully so. Because I don't know if you watched Love and Hip Hop. Did you see the episode this past Monday?
No, when Jocelyn left, I kind of just left that whole franchise.
I know. Well, Jocelyn's Cabaret comes on tonight. I'm still trying to get Jocelyn on the show, y'all. Tag Jocelyn.
Oh, yes.
I want to talk to her. I want to talk to Jocelyn. Her glow up, this is the thing. Her shows, I subscribe to Zeus Network because of Jocelyn's Cabaret. Yeah. So, yeah. Tag Jocelyn, y'all.
And they be trying to play her like she not that girl. And it's like people don't even watch Love. When she left Love and Hip Hop, I left Love and Hip Hop. Like,
And she
Jocelyn
blowed
was
up.
Love and Hip Hop. Yeah, she was.
Yeah.
So when she did tell Wendy, like, yo, can I get some flowers? Everybody's like, how dare she do that with Wendy? How dare she not? Nobody else gonna give her accolades, so you gotta boost
She
yourself.
literally left a controlling dude because Stevie J was not 100% the right person towards her that he could have been. We've seen Stevie J be a good man, so I'm not saying he's not a good man, but he was not the best towards her and their relationship because he
That
would
was a
think
level of respect again, though, to me.
well, I mean, absolutely. So yeah, I agree with you. I definitely think that she deserves some flowers because what she did with that show on the baby. When I tell you the finale is on tonight, today, I'm watching it on that screen there. Okay, yeah, no, getting back to it though.
Oh.
They suck.
Yes, I mean, Safari and Erica's relationship has been a train wreck since the beginning. I always thought it was kind of just for publicity and for attention or whatever, but it looks like there was some love, like I said, in there. I just think respect was lost somewhere along the way, and he's hurt. I know he's hurt.
Sis, what I was going to tell you, not to cut you off, when I watched the episode this week of Love and Hip Hop Atlanta that came on, and they were on there, he was very cold towards her. Like super cold. You know, she was trying to talk to him and do all this other stuff. And he was just real like, I'm shut off. And she ended up walking off and slamming the door.
But is that a reaction to her, to how she treated him? Because she started putting their troubles on social media first.
He did mention that, but then it was like, there wasn't really too much commentary between them.
Right, and I think he was hurt about that, but I feel like this right here with this baby, you're taking it too far. That's just how I feel. You're just taking it too far.
Yeah, apparently he messing around with Kaylin Garcia, who was Joe Budden's ex-girlfriend on one of the New York Love and Hip Hops.
Are there not enough women in the world to why everybody? Okay, I'm gonna leave that alone. You start drinking.
Child. Okay, well,
you know she's harassed her, right? Eric Mina. I think I saw it on Shade Room somewhere.
Are you calling her Eric Mina?
Erica Mina. I think that she changed one of her Instagram names from whatever name it was to her baby's name, and so she was like stalking somebody, I think similar to that name. So when the name changed to the baby's name, the girl was like, "Aha! So you have been harassing me and stuff like that." So Erica Mina apparently been trolling this girl. I have to find it to that's the right name. Let me listen to Sharon while you talk. Yeah,
okay. Well, I'm gonna give you my little shooting the breeze. Okay.
Okay.
So in Chicago, a woman posted on Twitter and said that eating free bread from the restaurant is tacky, and the internet had a lot to say. So apparently the bread that they give out for free, to eat it is tacky. And they were speaking more specifically of the people that like jump on it as soon as they get to the table. And I would like to speak from the group of people that jump on it as soon as it reach the table. Girl, go to hell. And go to hell real quick. Get there as fast as you can.
What? That's what it's for, to eat.
You think I'm going to turn away? I'm going to turn away a Cheddar Bay biscuit from Red Lobster? Are you on crack? Or
what about that bread from Longhorn?
The bread from Texas Roadhouse with the cinnamon butter. You think I'm just going to look at that on my table fresh? I can see the steam coming off of it and I'm not going to eat it? The hell is wrong with her?
How is it tacky to eat something that is complimentary? That's like going to the hotel and saying, I can't use these towels. It's tacky to use the towels to take a shower because it's
Sis, I'm sitting up there like this. I'm just like, this girl done posted this, and she probably used to eat booty bread back in the day. Y'all know what booty bread is?
No.
Booty bread is the first and the last piece in a loaf of bread. The piece of bread that nobody wants. Everybody slides their hands over it, and they do that. That is booty bread. That's what we came up learning what it was. You know, my mama would be like this. She's like, ain't shit wrong with that bread. And I'm like, I'm not eating no booty bread. The hell you talking about, Mom? I'm not eating no booty bread. The hell you talking about? She probably eat booty bread at her house, but then gonna talk about you go to the restaurant. I'm like, act like your ass ain't been hungry. Act like you ain't got off work and went straight over to the restaurant for happy hour and you didn't eat your first hot wing down to the bone because you was hungry. Because you was a little lit. Like, girl, the judgment. It's the judgment for me.
Yeah. Well, don't go to restaurants with free bread. How about that?
Don't go with her ass. Clearly, she need to get her life together.
But what restaurant can she go to? When you go to a Mexican restaurant, they give you complimentary tortillas. Nope, you can't eat the chips.
That either because that's tacky.
It's tacky.
You think I'm not gonna eat the bread that they bring me at the Cheesecake Factory in the Grand Lux? You think I'm not gonna eat that?
I'm definitely gonna eat that.
I'm sorry. When I saw that, I was just like this. I'm like, I felt attacked. You know how they'd be like, I feel attacked. I was like, is she talking about me? Because I definitely eat the bread. When it get there, I already have my napkin across my lap. I done unraveled everything. My little silverware is sitting on the side of the little plate. As soon as it get there, oh, thank you so much. Like, I'm going to eat the bread.
And don't let 20 minutes pass and the bread ain't hit the table yet. I'm sorry. Can I get some bread?
Don't bring no cold bread over here after I've already waited 45 minutes to sit down and y'all only giving me 90 minutes. I need my bread fresh.
Yes, nice and fresh and soft and warm.
You gonna turn down a breadstick from Olive Garden?
No, ma'am. Nor that salad. The salad not complimentary though, is it? It's just the breadsticks.
The salad is too, but you gotta buy an entree.
Oh, that ain't free then.
And you think I'm not gonna sit up there and watch them put that cheese on there? Bitch. What? Okay. That was my shooting the breeze. Yeah, you know, it's funny that you said that Erica and Safari, that was your, you know, thing that you want to shoot the breeze about. And mine was kind of similar to that because we've been seeing Erica and Safari in the news. And are you familiar with Gary Owens, the comedian?
Mm-hmm.
You know, him and his wife are also going through a very nasty breakdown of their marriage as well. And, you know, just how, as we were speaking about marriage with the what would you do, like, we have to start using more discretion with what we share to the public, because you can forgive this person, or you may have to still co-parent with this person, or whatever you all situation is. And, you know, when you've publicly outed them and said things that maybe were not true, or you twisted the narrative of things to kind of fit your dynamic, you can really be doing things that could be harmful to your family, i.e. your children.
Right.
And your business associates and everything, because these are people that they're not just on our regular level where you might air your stuff out on Facebook and then they'll forget about you until the next drama come. But these are people are they have businesses, they have different ventures that they're a part of, that those words can be very hurtful to what they're doing. And it just, I don't know, girl. It'd be kind of irritating to see people put their stuff on blast like that. I'm like, what's the point?
Is it an attention thing, or is it you're gonna hear what I have to say? Like, I feel like it's one of those either or with that situation. Like, I'm talking to you in person, but I'm not getting to you. So let me just blast us on the social media, blah blah blah, because I'm gonna definitely get your attention then. But you're right. Once you put things on social media, even when you delete them, these blogs, they're very quick. They screenshotting it all. They screenshot deleted tweets and stuff all the time. It's on here forever.
Yeah. And no, it really, really is. And, it's like nobody's using any type of discretion as far as that's concerned.
No.
Thinking about the outcome of, like, your kids, while they may be young now, they'll still have access to this too. Just like how we have access to things that were before our time.
Right.
So that's, girl, anything else to add, sis? Or are we gonna wrap it up? What are we gonna do?
Okay, so I did come across this meme that was really encouraging, and it says, make room for what you pray for, because it's on the way. And I just want to send that blessing your way. Like, I'm just so excited for your future and just so excited about the BluePrint Media Company. I'm so honored and elated to be a part to be a partner of the BluePrint Media Company, and just to be your friend on a personal level. So I really enjoyed myself. So thank you for letting me be a guest.
I appreciate you. I thank you so much for, being my friend too. And just for, your level of understanding, because people like me, sometimes it's not very easy. And Renita understands how my mind works. And she is able to really, really rock with me, because sometimes I'll be like blurting out stuff so fast. I'm like, blah, 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 blah. She's like, okay, wait a minute. We need to itemize this and get it together. So, you gotta always have that. So I thank you for that word. And on that note, I'm going to leave them with the quote of the night, which I think kind of falls in line with what you're talking about too. The doors will be open to those who are bold enough to knock, by Tony Gaskins. I read it again. Quote of the night: the doors will be open to those who are bold enough to knock. I will say, hey, Renita, I'm proud of you too. We are knocking down doors this year, and everything that we've talked about since, the beginning of our friendship and partnership is definitely coming to fruition. And that word is applicable to anyone that's listening. Like, whatever it is, I don't care if it's weight loss, if it's getting a promotion at work, starting a business, whatever it is, you just gotta knock. It's there. It's waiting on you. Okay. So, Renita, thank you so much for joining me, boo.
Thank you, love.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So, if you haven't already, make sure that you're following me on all platforms at MzMetchi. That's MzMetchi. And make sure you're following the BluePrint Media Company on Facebook and at the BP Media Co. on Twitter and Instagram. If you'd like to advertise, make sure that you visit thebpmediaco.com for more information. I would love to promote your business and what you've got going on. And I can't say goodnight without saying goodbye to our amazing sponsors: Tax Strategy, Ask BlueJae, Black Dollar Days, okay, Closing the Gap Staffing, CHBM Services, Fiya Infusions, and of course, Lavish Looks by MzMetchi. And make sure y'all go and shop. Well, I'll have some other lavish looks for you all upon my return. But for tonight, go and shop the whole collection. That's my word for y'all. It's been real, and I love y'all. Bye.